All right, so this week's episode of the Bad Batch was called where'd it go?
Battle scars.
Battle Scars. So this is a topic I've been looking forward to, with the idea of the inhibitor chips in the Bad Batch and what's going on with them. I will say, I keep talking to you about the formula of this show, right? It's something bad happens to the ship, they crash or something, and then someone shows up. Like from Star Wars lore and canon and things like that.
They're on a perpetual side quest. That's what I.
Oh, that is the perfect way. They should just call this Bad Batch the side quest, the Chronicles.
Yeah, it's like Skyrim. Like Skyrim is all about the side quest. It's not the main story. Okay, fine. Yeah, you're the Dragonborn, whatever. But what about this town over there? What about that? What about that? What about that? That's me playing Skyrim and just kidding. And that's how this feels to me. So, but we sort of get on track this week a little bit more, as far as, like you said, with the inhibitor chip moving the story along, which I will have to say this, considering what they know about the inhibitor chip, they were pretty laissez-faire and kind of lazy about getting answers to this over the past few episodes, knowing what it does.
Right. Or what it could do. I think they assumed it didn't affect them.
Which, I mean, Tech, Echo, like, you all are supposed to be the brains of this organization or of this team, and you're just saying, oh yeah, it's our deviant behavior.
I think what we're really learning is that Crosshair was the brains of the team. Well, where is he? Where is Crosshair? I miss him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 16 episode season, so we've still got 11 episodes to go, or 9 episodes to go. Yeah. But there was that. We actually talked about this before, like in the middle of the day on the phone, right? Really the only issue I have is when Sid rips them off and then goes full Laverne from Malcolm in the Middle, like, well, you owe for this and that and this, and you're indebted to me and all of that. Why Hunter didn't just stab Sid right then and there and take all that money? These dudes are like the killers of the clone army, right? They were the ones that were brought in because they were so very good at what they do. Yes. Ruthless aggression. And then smacking Sid right in her stupid lizard face, right?
And yeah, that was actually what I thought when she said that. I was like, dude, just kill her.
Yeah, just kill her and take it. Like, I know it's a kid's show, but like, and you know what they could have done? This would have been perfect. Is they could have killed her and taken that whole stash of money and blamed it on the inhibitor chip. Because, we saw, no, seriously, because Hunter had issues with it when they were trying to get the power coupling back from the energy eating monster 3 episodes ago. I don't know, whenever the last time the ship crashed and needed repairs. Anyway, but like that part of the thing, like, kind of bothers me. I was happy to see Rex. I'm not gonna lie.
He mentioned your favorite 2 characters too.
I know. That made me sad. It's like, Rex, why Rex, why? But here's my question about Rex. He has he definitely, of the 501st, he has the most iconic armor. Of the clone army, he probably has the most recognizable armor set, right?
Yeah.
And he's still running around in it with just a poncho over it.
Yeah, you might want to do a paint job to that or something.
Or just like hang it up. Like, I still don't understand why the Bad Batch run around in their Clone 99 armor. Like, I thought this was going to be a perfect time to, like, give them a new loadout and new skins and sell more toys. But
that's coming. We know that's coming. But I thought it would be kind of
what's going to happen is they're going to get Crosshair back. They're going to get Chip out of his head, and he's going to be like, "Boys, we need to be in disguise." And they're like, "Oh my God, Crosshair, we never thought of that. How have we survived without you?" I don't know, guys. I don't know.
And speaking of the inhibitor chip, the highlight of the episode for me was Wrecker going all Terminator on his crew. That was the first time I've been excited, truly excited for something going on in this show since the premiere.
I don't know. I kind of liked Rika and Omega eating the candy and charging it to Sid. That was a nice little like moment of levity.
Yeah, that was. Yeah.
But no, you're right. You're absolutely 100% right. This was the best moment when they're trying to give him the shot to put him under, and the chip kicks in, and he tells Hunter, good soldiers follow orders, and then grabs him by the throat. It's like, oh my God,
yeah,
this is it. It's happening.
That scene gave me a little chills. How he just stopped it, and then he said that line, and he just wrecked him. Well, kind of his namesake, but
Bracca.
It was, and then you get that touching moment where I think he was trying to fight the chip when he has Omega in his in his crosshairs, and he for a split second he hesitates, and that was long enough for Rex to come in and take him down, so they could get the chip out. But when you hear Omega saying, almost just bubbling up with emotion, like, "I'm your friend.
I'm your friend, Rika. I'm your friend."
And it's like, good soldiers follow orders, and so that whole 5-minute scenario was the best thing this show has done since the premiere. I'll put it that way.
I am going to do you one better. It is the best thing the show has done since season 7 of the Clone Wars.
Okay, I can't argue that either.
It was the best thing that they've done this season so far. It was
great.
One, it was something we wanted to see and we expected. 2, it lived up to it. And 3, they didn't kill Omega. Like, so to me, it's a win-win-win, as Michael Scott would say.
Yes.
I was watching a bunch of Bad Batch, like kind of like reactionary, not reaction like stuff, but like just from some of our usual suspects. And you get the Omega's a Mary Sue. She's not a Mary Sue.
No, she's not.
She doesn't do shit. But at the end of the day, she learns a lesson in every episode. And in this one, I feel like this was a good, like, battle scars are going to apply to her psyche, because I'm hoping coming out of this, we get some nightmares about Wrecker.
You would almost have to do that because
they're so
this is
close.
Her. Yeah. And again, yes, from from one perspective, you understand logically, she might understand what happens. Mm-hmm. But again, we're not just logic. We have emotions, and something that you might logically be able to say, okay, I understand why this happened. It still affects you,
right?
Because you're human, or even if she's a clone, this has to affect her. And it would do a disservice to the story and the character if they don't have at least revisit that a bit in the future.
Absolutely.
About how this affected her. Her best friend, has a gun about to shoot her.
Right. And, she had a gun about to shoot him at one point too. Yeah. And she wasn't able to pull the trigger. Like, that was the interesting thing, right? If she was a Mary Sue, like they all say, she would have just shot him dead. So this was directed by Saul Ruiz, who directed an episode earlier in the season that we liked, and I'm drawing a blank right now. But it was written by Jennifer Corbett, who co-wrote the premiere, the pilot episode with Dave Filoni. And I think that's why this episode was so good.
Okay.
I do. I think like all around this was like a better episode. I love that they went and found an old Jedi cruiser. I loved at the end that we got to see the Scrappers Guild, which if you played Fallen Order, all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing though, is like maybe we'll see like a young Cal Kestis at some point, like as a background character, like just walking, like hiding or in the shadows, or, like working on one of these ships if they go to like a scrapper yard. But yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I would like
which
that. Yeah.
I still need to finish that game.
Oh, it's so good. It's the first game I finished in like 10 years.
Yeah, I need to go back to that.
I was actually playing it this afternoon while I was waiting for Squadrons to re-download. So, speaking of Star Wars, Squadrons is, if you have the PlayStation, PSN, what's it called? Right? Just the PlayStation Network.
Yeah, the PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus, thank you. It's the free game this month. So definitely go download it. It's fun. If you download it, email me, let me know. I'll give you my gamer tag. We can you can play against me and destroy me easily. I wish I could do it in the third person. Anyway. But yeah, so this is the first one that really ends on like a good cliffhanger. Because they're still on Bracca and in the ship graveyard. And now here they are having the chips taken out of their heads. So I'm assuming there's going to be some amount of, reorienting, and the Scrappers Guild called the Empire.
Which, yes.
So, but yeah. So, all right, let's, out of 5, let's just say 5 deep cut Star Wars cameos. What do you give this one?
I give this a 3.5. Again, this is the best one since, the premiere for me. It wasn't perfect, obviously. They still had the side quest going, but the fact that it pushes the story forward is to go with that matter is a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with I'm just gonna go with a solid 3. There's nothing wrong with this episode. I think it does what it needs to do well. But at the same time, like you said, it's more like side questy nonsense and less moving on with the story.